Kit, you were obviously incredibly disappointed on Friday night with the performance and the scoreline. Can you just explain to us what happened?
Just one of those bad nights at the office, really. Things have been going certainly in the right direction, and that was a blip, but it was a big blip, and it was tough to take. The sending off really hurt us, didn't help matters, but also, I'm very realistic, and we hadn't started well before that. We never got going at all. We had a warning. Marcus made a fantastic save from a free kick. We gave away in a bad position. Didn't heed the warning, gave away another one. Suddenly you're 1-0 down. But like I say, even before the penalty and the sending off, we hadn't played well at all up to that point. And it was, it's bitterly disappointing. But we need to dust ourselves down and get on with it, which is what we've done this week. It's been a good, positive week. Things like this will happen from time to time, unfortunately. Hard to take when they do, and it wasn't good enough, simple as that. And we can't afford to allow that to happen again.
In the press conference, you were asked how good Watford were, and I know that it wasn't about Watford being good, because you believe that Fulham are as good as Watford can be, and better.
Yeah, they were very good on the night. I think as disappointed as we are with our performances, I think you need to give them a lot of credit. They'd been on the back of a poor run, 4 defeats, but we'd looked at all those defeats, the videos of those games, and they played well within them and looked a good side. But Friday night it came together for them, and they played very well and took their chances and were by far the better side. So hold my hands up. Like I say, it's hard to take. I don't enjoy losing any game, but especially not in that manner, especially not on our own patch in front of our fans. So we apologise, but now we move on. Like I say, we've come a long way, short space of time. We need to keep working hard.
Marcus's red card could have resulted in a 3-match ban, but that thankfully is a 1-match ban. But have you confidence in Gabor to come and do a job for you on Saturday away at Leeds? Yeah,
he's a national team keeper, Gabor, and his last international game he kept a clean sheet for them. So yeah, absolutely. I'm confident. Any person we put out in our team, I'm confident of them coming in and doing a job. Otherwise they shouldn't be, as simple as that. So yeah, no problem. We'll go with the team we put out, and I've got every confidence that we can go and get a result up at Ellen Road. And
the away record has been pretty good.
Yeah. Listen, the home record had been good up to the other night, but it's nothing. You can't be complacent and say, the away record's been good, and so it's going to be good on this occasion. We've got to make it happen, like we do in every game. Things won't just go your way in football. You won't get an easy ride. You've got to go and work for it and fight tooth and nail for everything we get, especially in this championship, which is so honest, and it keeps you honest. You've got to be at it every single day, every single game, otherwise you will get punished.
And you're expecting obviously a tough game. Leeds are a decent side regardless of the form that they've been in lately, but it will be tough. So what's been happening in training this week to make sure that you are fully prepared?
Well, obviously a lot of the emphasis has been defensively with us, to concede that many goals, and the number of goals we have done of late at all. We've had to work, on our defensive play. But we do that every week. Every week we do a balanced amount of work with every aspect of the game. That's how we like to prepare, and we cover every base. It won't always work in our favour. It's as simple as that. But the work's been done, linked into the way the opposition are going to play. And we've never been caught out with any surprises really with opposition style of play, because we've always done our homework and prepared for it. Now sometimes their style of play will hurt us because they've got good players and maybe we've not played well, but it's not because it's any lack of preparation or any surprises, because we've always done our due diligence, if you like, and done our homework. So we've never been caught cold in that respect. Possibly the only one a little bit was Blackpool playing 3 at the back, which they've never done before. Lee Clark was just taken over there, so that was a little bit of a surprise. But even then, obviously with the second half amount of shots and crosses and possession and that, we should have done better in that game. But that's the only time probably. Other than that, it's things have gone pretty much as we've expected them to.
And defensively, you've been without Fernando Amorubieta and Tim Hoogland for a while, which hasn't helped things. But what's their status now? Are they any closer to returning?
Well, both getting closer. It's how close is a question. Fernando's on a sort of like a month programme at the moment, and he's a week down and into his second week of that. So we'll know a lot more in 2 weeks' time as to how he is. But we're hopeful that this course of treatment he's getting now will get him back playing. So we're quite hopeful of that. Tim's a much shorter term one at the moment. Again, we'll know where we are with him within. He'll start doing some functional work out on the grass next week now, probably on Monday. So again, we'll know a lot more then with him. But they've been really annoying injuries for the two boys, and they've both been a loss for the team. But like I say, any player who goes out there in a Fulham shirt needs to stand up and do their jobs. And they need to be good enough. That's why they're at the football club. So there's no excuses there. But they'll be a welcome back, those two, certainly.
And Sean Kavanagh, because he was missing and had been obviously part of the team.
Yeah, he's obviously just gotten into the team as well, Cav. So he's been building himself up again now in full training. We'll get him some game time with the under-21 team first, because of the nature of the injury. He'll need to get some game time. So possibly this weekend, the under-21s play Spurs at home on Saturday. So before we actually get him out with us, I think he'll probably, like I say, he'll need to get some match fitness, and just for his head and for us, that we know he's good to go. He looked great in training, but like I say, that will be another step along the way, and he gets that confidence when he gets that game time under his belt.
And the confidence hasn't been knocked in the squad that you'll be taking to Ellen Road?
No, like I say, Friday was horrible, for everyone concerned, and it hits you hard and it's not nice, but it happens in football. Better teams than us and better managers than me will take heavy beatings at times. That's how it is, unfortunately. That's the downside of football. But with two options, you can feel sorry for yourself and mope around, or dust yourselves down and get on with it. And that's what we've done, and that's what we will always do, because we've got a football club to represent here.
Absolutely. We wish you luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much. Cheers.